I don't normally do a late night video or late afternoon video, but this is a bit of breaking news. Justin Trudeau is actually planning, or it seems that he's planning on bumping the next scheduled federal election a little bit beyond what I think it's October 2025. And we're going to be taking a look at that. We're going to be taking a look at Chrystia Freeland is pretty vocal, and every time she opens her mouth, even on social media, it doesn't look as good as what she thinks it is or does. And food prices are just ridiculous here in Canada and much more. So buckle up, folks. I hope you stick around for the entire video because there's a lot of information in this one. All right. Before we get into it, though, I want to encourage everyone to smash the like button and subscribe if you haven't yet already. It does really help grow the channel, as well as I have come to a decision that this new channel here, Mr. Sunshine Baby Extra, when it reaches 2,000 subscribers, I will fly to Ottawa or travel, hitchhike to Ottawa or walk to Ottawa is probably the cheapest method, and go watch the next question period after it hits 2,000 subscribers. So if you'd like me to do that, highly recommend you go click the link down below in the description or the pinned comment below. Get it to 2,000 subs, and yeah, your boy will head to Ottawa and watch a live question period. That'd be pretty exciting. All right, without further ado, let's get into the stories here. So Wall Street Silver posted this on X. It's going a little bit viral. If you're considering moving to Canada, I highly recommend that you reconsider. $8 for 5 slices of turkey. This is insane, folks. Absolutely insane.
So if you're considering moving to Canada, I would highly recommend that you reconsider, specifically Ontario, because that's where I live. And the food prices are just insane. So I just want to give you an example. I asked for 5 slices of turkey breast. You can literally count them.
Straight up lunch meat.
5 slices because it's for my daughter and she doesn't eat very much. Anyways, I got the Compliments brand, which is like a no-name brand. $7.72. $8 for 5 slices of turkey. What is happening? So if you're considering...
It's absolutely insane, the prices right now. And I'm looking at a photo of what my friend sent me. He paid $10 for a stick of butter, $10 for pizza pops, $7 for a carton of milk, $10 for orange juice, and $15 for a small bag of frozen fruit. Canada is absolutely out of control. Not to mention, in a previously posted video, I did say that someone was spotted. My friend actually bought 12 oranges, mandarin oranges, for $28 here in Canada. What the hell is going on, man? Things are out of control. And the person responsible, or one of the people responsible for this, is our freaking finance minister here, who says the budgets will balance themselves. Let's take a look at this. She's trying to talk smack to Pierre Polievre. She says, Pierre Polievre's Conservatives have no respect for Canada's democracy. They just don't care. And as you can imagine, it has tremendous amount of backlash in the comments. Theo Fleury even jumps in and says, no, you don't. You work for the WEF. Satan's gang, not Canadians. Brutal.
Of
but why won't you
attracting
follow his
investment
example
and good
and
jobs
actually
in Manitoba?
take the jackboots off the necks of Canadians?
I must say that language is entirely inappropriate when we're talking about a democracy.
Well,
I began by talking about Prime Minister Mulroney and the exceptional courage he showed in recognizing Ukrainian independence. There are people in the world right now who do have real dictatorships oppressing them, like the people of Ukraine. And to use that language, talking about a government policy you disagree with, is entirely inappropriate and cheapens our discourse and our democracy.
That's very rich coming from Chrystia Freeland. Cheapens our democracy. Yeah, right. Let me know down below what you guys think about Chrystia Freeland. Keep it clean, though. Keep it clean, folks. All right, next up, we have the election reform here. Liberals table election law reforms aimed at making it easier to vote, harder to meddle. That's how they're guising it. The federal Liberal government tabled electoral reform legislation Wednesday that seeks to alter the way voters can cast their ballots in serious ways, while proposing measures to better protect the electoral process from foreign interference and disinformation. Presented in the House of Commons by Public Safety, Democratic Institutions, and Intergovernmental Affairs Minister, it's a big title for someone who doesn't exactly do their job properly, Dominic LeBlanc, the sweeping new bill advances amendments to Canada's Election Act to make it easier for Canadians to vote in a federal election and enhance trust in Canada's electoral process. While not a full-scale overhaul of the federal voting system, as Prime Minister Justin Trudeau once promised, when it comes to electoral participation, Bill C-65 proposes to add 2 additional days of advance voting, giving Canadians a total of 7 days to cast their ballots, improve the vote by mail-in special ballot process, including by allowing voters who registered for but did not use their special ballot to vote in person on election day, with safeguards to prevent double voting. Yeah, I don't know. It seems a little fishy. Make the 2015 pilot Vote on Campus program permanent. Offer dedicated on-site voting for electors in long-term care, including allowing staff to identify the best day and time for residents to vote. How does that make you feel, folks? Are you happy to hear the changes that the Liberal government are proposing for the next voting election, or do you think something is a little fishy? The Western Standard has also proposed an article here. Once more, the jokes on ordinary Canadians this April Fool's Day. Conservative leader Pierre Polievre has been right on the money when pointing out a key frustration among Canadians, federal politicians, bureaucrats, and special interest groups close to power have made life tougher for ordinary Canadians while enriching themselves. The struggle for Poilievre will be to prove to Canadians he is different from the rest of Ottawa's establishment. Here is his clearest opportunity to send that message. Oppose the looming pay raise for members of Parliament. On April 1st, MPs will once again take home bigger paychecks the same day the feds take more money from Canadians through higher carbon taxes and alcohol taxes. Oh, yeah, I may have forgot to mention that, but I guess we'll throw it in right now. You know how April 1st we're getting a carbon tax and everything is going to be increased, the cost. So instead of $28 for oranges, it might be $32 for 12 oranges, or instead of $10 for a stick of butter, it'll be $12 for a stick of butter. Politicians are getting pay raises that same day. They're getting their bonuses, they're getting increased wages. Yeah, how does that make you feel? How does that make you feel, Canada? Does it piss you off? Does it piss you off that the people that are gouging all of us are also getting richer while they're doing it? Wow. It's almost like Scotiabank. You're richer than you think if you're a politician. For me personally, I'm pissed off. And I'm even more pissed off when I come across articles such as this from Keenan Bext, who runs the Counter Signal, says new election date. Liberals introduced new law to delay the 2025 election so that his doomed MPs qualify for pensions before they lose. Yeah, that's right. That's right. They don't all qualify for their upcoming election by the time the current scheduled federal election is in place. So they're thinking of bumping it, according to Countersignal. Let's take a look at his article here. Trudeau delays election to secure pensions for doomed MPs. Tucked within the Trudeau Liberal election reform bill introduced on Wednesday is a particular delay for the 2025 election date by just 1 week, leading some to speculate that the purpose was to ensure that doomed Liberal MPs qualify for their pensions before getting booted from power. Federal politicians in Canada must serve a minimum of 6 years to be eligible for a pension. As it's currently within the Canada Elections Act, dictates that federal elections take place on the third Monday of October, no more than 4 years after the previous one. The next scheduled election is therefore Monday, October 18th, 2025. However, among the Liberals' proposed bill to the Act, Bill C-65, one sneaky provision states that the date must instead be held Monday, October 27th, 2025. No reason is given for the proposal. And then you have the actual law here. Election date subject to subsection 1. Each general election must be held on the third Monday of October in the fourth calendar year following polling day for the last general election. However, if Monday, October 20th, 2025 would be the day fixed for voting at a general election under the subsection. That general election must instead be held on Monday, October 27th, 2025. How does that make you feel, Canada? How does that make you feel? Does it piss you off? Why the delay? The 2019 Monday election happened to fall on October 21st. Therefore, an October 18th, 2025 election would fall 3 sunsets short of the 6-year mark required for federal politicians to qualify for their pensions. This 1-week bump would allow Liberal MPs who were first elected in 2019 to get over the 6-year time frame. Conservatives dominating the polls. The polls currently project that the federal Conservatives will obliterate numerous Liberal MPs from their seats in the next election. The latest poll from Main Street Research reveals a significant downturn for the Liberal Party under Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, marking an unprecedented low in the party's support. And you even have mainstream media that has come out and said no one ever who's running for Prime Minister has ever been this unpopular, this hated. Justin Trudeau is setting records that are going to carry his legacy forever as the worst prime minister in Canadian history. Somebody who has just totally ruined our Canadian economy. This isn't coming from somebody like me who's not financially literate. It's coming from people like Kevin O'Leary, a billionaire, a multi-millionaire, right? Who makes big decisions and investments on Dragon's Den or whatever the hell, Shark Tank, whatever the shows are called, right? And this is not just limited to him. It's also Joe Rogan, Jordan Peterson, Elon Musk. There are so many high-profile people that have been so critical of Justin Trudeau and how he has screwed over our country. And now he's trying to give the same people that are a part of that screw up a little bit more time so they get their pensions. So it seems. Little bizarre if this all adds up. The poll surveying 1,274 adults nationwide showed that only 25% of decided and leaning voters favor the Trudeau Liberals. In contrast, the Polievre Conservatives have surged to an all-time high, securing 46%. This amounts to a 21-point national lead for the Conservatives. And I mean, we check the polls all the time. They have an insane lead, and we can take a look again right now. The Conservatives are still sitting, as of the last time I checked in the previous video, at 211 projected seats with a baseline of 182, which is still more than what they need for a majority government. And even when you scroll down to on 338 Canada, by the way, under federal section, when you scroll down to the seat projections for potential coalitions, the Conservatives don't even need a coalition. That's how much hatred there is for not only the Liberals, not only the NDP, but also the Bloc Québécois. And they can try to continue their coalition all they want. The people aren't having it. The people are fed up. And this is only going to piss people off even more. And that's kind of where I want to end this video, but pass the question off to you guys. How does this make you feel? How does it make you feel that the Liberals keep doing what seems to be slimy things? I mean, if this is true, if they actually do postpone the election for those reasons of allowing failed MPs to qualify for their pension, I mean, that's going to have insane amount of backlash, not just on social media, but mainstream media as well should be able to pick that up. And you're going to see countries from around the world criticize. And that's not good when you're heading into an election. So do you want to do what's best for Canadians, or are you trying to just secure a little bit more money for yourselves? Either way, the legacy of the MPs that are stuck in that predicament of needing to be extended 1 week further into the future so that they can qualify for their pension, they're done. And no one with that name or related to them will ever have a shot in politics moving forward. And maybe that's for the best. Maybe the sinking ship that the Liberals are on, with Trudeau as a conductor, Trudeau as the pilot, Trudeau as the boat captain, whatever metaphor you want to look at. Maybe it's best. Maybe we need a strong conservative government for the next 10, 15, 20 years. Who knows? But I think that most Canadians, myself included, are just so done with the Liberals and the NDP. And if I was in Quebec, I would have the utmost honor to say, and in addition to the Bloc Québécois. And so maybe this is the final nail in the coffin, but time will tell. There is still 18 months, give or take, for the Liberals to make a tremendous amount more mistakes and have tremendous amount more of controversies, all of which are going to dig themselves further in the hole that they've dug themselves into. And I don't think there's any clawing their way out of it. But I would absolutely love to know what you guys think down below in the comments. Do you think that the Liberals can actually dig themselves out of this hole, or do you think that this is the bed that they are lying in? Please let me know down below in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video. Again, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe if you haven't yet already, as well as one final reminder that once this channel right here, Mrs. Sunshine Baby Extra, link down in the description or the pinned comment below, gets to 2,000 subscribers, your boy Mrs. Sunshine will go to Ottawa and watch the next question period. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peace and love. Enjoy the rest of your Friday, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.